What's good, y'all? It is the Cursed Prophet back with another video. I apologize for the quality, and even if the sound is really low, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you to turn your sound all the way up, or what works for you, so you can really hear me. I guess I wanted to make a video for a minute now, but I didn't have anything to record on. It's so much I wanted to talk about, need to go over. I don't know where to start, but I guess we'll start what's recent in the news, and that is Aaron Carter. He did just pass away. I'm gonna go ahead and go on my other phone real quick and look at something really fast about Aaron Carter. So give me just a second. All right, you guys. So Aaron Carter was born um, December 7th, 1987. Most of us remember him from Lizzie McGuire, or if you don't remember when he was on Lizzie McGuire. But anywho, most of us remember the infamous song "I Want Candy." Doom, 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 doom. That was my shit back in the day. Some of you may remember him as Nick Carter's brother, um, and so much more. He was very famous. Really, I think he was still really famous before he died too, but it was in a lot of shit. I didn't really follow Aaron Carter. I thought he had fallen off really, and then he popped back up on something, and he pretty much was talking about everything he was going through, the drug addiction. I watched another psychic a couple months ago who did a reading about him, and they were talking about how Aaron Carter, they were talking about the tattoos all over his face and how it had to do with the energies of, or the constellation of Cancer, or the astrological sign of Cancer, the moon sign, and that's so true. But um, so yeah, he went through a lot. He lived a pretty terrible life, which sucks because he was famous and had lots of money, and was living what he was living what a lot of us would consider a dream. But it doesn't seem like that's what happened. Like I said, I don't know much about Aaron Carter, just what I had heard, and like I said, I thought he had just disappeared, but apparently not. Apparently he had did some other work when he got older, but apparently he got into some shit with the elites, and I really think that's why he ended up where he ended up. So, him being born 12/7/1987 will make him a Sagittarius. Um, Kind of shocking to me. He doesn't look like a Sagittarius to me. Um, and he died November 5th, which I believe was yesterday. Um, Today's the 7th. So I think it was Saturday. Which is not shocking. Saturn Day, the energy that the elites worship, Satan, for layman's terms. Um, and I know I did that number last night, and that came out to 13, which isn't shocking. You can look at it as you can do 13, or you can do 3 times 1 is 3, or you can do 3 and 1 is 4. All Freemason numbers, all ritual numbers, all elite numbers. Let's see what his life path number was. So his life path number was an 8. That's interesting. So he died in the bathtub, which is not shocking. I do want all of you guys to look at the connection of I think he's a rapper, a singer, the African guy whose son, I believe, just drowned in the pool, or I think it was the bathtub, the Vito. You do know they say it happens in threes with deaths, or when we get bad news usually, and that's not shocking. We could even look at it and not connect it to just the water and say the threes were Takeoff, Aaron Carter, and DeVito's son. We could also look at it and I also thought it was very funny when you look at the numbers, and I don't really know how to explain this part, but look, when you look at the year that it's 2022, didn't Whitney Houston die 2012? I really feel like every 10 years they do this really powerful ritual with the bathtub. So they it's something with the water. It's something with water and these rituals. But I thought it was very interesting that it did happen in 2022. That was very interesting to me. From what I heard, though, Aaron Carter. Or not from what I heard. What I pick up really is that Aaron Carter's family put this boy through a lot of rituals. Aaron Carter lets me know that he was sexually abused. He lets me know that he spoke out about a lot of stuff and people wouldn't listen to him. He lets me know that and hold on you guys, I'm just listening to him. Yeah, he lets me know he was abused. He lets me know that his family used him, like a lot of kid stars. He lets me know that he was hoodwinked a lot, which means they tried to pull the wool over his eyes. They tried to shut him up. Aaron Carter says that he went through a lot of occult rituals, and I'm not just talking about for the fame. I'm talking about like Britney Spears in a sense, where they did a lot of stuff to try to erase his memories. They did a lot of stuff to try to tweak him and make him a different person. They did a lot of stuff to try to shut him up. The list just goes on and on. But Aaron Carter knew that he was going to die eventually. I'm not sure if he committed suicide yet. I've called him in here. He has a lot to say, but he really wants to talk about the elite and a lot about these parties and the parties with the men and a lot of gay men and adrenochrome. And since I haven't talked to him fully for in like a full reading or seance, I'm gonna wait and come back with that video because I want to make sure I hear him clear. I don't want to pull any of his energy because he was going through a lot, and then two, I want him to be able to transition the way he's supposed to and let God do what he's supposed to do with him, regardless of where he's transitioning to. But Aaron Carter's got a strong energy. He's got a lot of heaviness on him. If you are not one of those psychics who know what you're doing, don't fuck with him. At least not right now. Let him heal. Let him do what he needs to do as far as transitioning. But the numbers are very interesting. This boy did not kill himself. This boy definitely was beaten before he died. Um, To be honest, you want me to keep it real? He's telling me that Nick Carter was there, his brother was there when he died, as well as one of his parents. He's not identifying who, but he lets me know that his parents watched him die. One of his parents watched him die. Either the mother or the father, and his brother was there. But this was not a sacrifice or a ritual for his brother's fame. That this was all about getting rid of Aaron Carter because Aaron Carter has already spoke out about a lot, and he was planning on speaking more. And Aaron Carter had made a vow to himself and whatever he believed in that he was going to tell as much as he could, and they were not going to shut him up. He didn't care how much they threatened him. He didn't care how much they injected him with stuff. He didn't care how much they put him in rehab. He did not give a fuck. This was a warrior, and whatever the last thing that happened to him that traumatized him, that was traumatic, it changed him, and it made him stand on the other side, the side of what you might call good, for lack of better words. And he decided that he was going to eat up the money and continue to be famous, and he was going to tell his story, and he was going to be who the fuck he wanted to be. Okay? So I know this reading is kind of random about Aaron Carter. I think we all know what happened here, that this was a sacrifice. But don't look at it the basic way. You really need to go back and watch Aaron Carter through the years and really see what's going on with him. It was a lot going on, and like I said, he's a heavy energy. Make sure you pray and protect yourself. Have your charms. Call upon your higher God. Call upon your ancestors. He does not come in he doesn't come to you with malice or he's not trying to harm you, but the energies that were connected to him and his karma, and not karma like when you kill somebody and it comes back to you or you were an evil person. I'm talking about the karma that deals with astronomy and the karma that we all carry into different lifetimes, that we all have to pay our dues, you know. But yeah. So I gave you the numbers.